in this video, yo, I'm about to be talking about the whole process of withdrawing from funding pips. Before y'all say anything, the camera's fucking cooked because my front camera's messed up. I don't know, I know what happened low-key, but it got cracked. But yeah, I gotta fix that shit, so the camera's gonna be like this, but I feel it's not that bad. But yeah, anyways, but in this video I'm about to go through the whole process of withdrawing from funding pips. Obviously I did get a withdrawal, so that's obviously the whole fucking point of the video. But yeah, so I'll go through all the emails you get, the whole process, it going through my bank account. Then after, I'm gonna do a trade recap from all the trades I took while I was in the funding stage, and I'm gonna low-key show you some of the ones in the challenge stage too. But yeah, I already recorded all this. And what else do I gotta say in this intro? Yeah, so if you want to get a challenge after this video, and again, I'll say this at the end, but only get a challenge if you're already profitable in demo at least, because yo, you don't want to waste your money, bro, honestly. But yeah, if you're gonna get a withdrawal or you're at that point, I got a link. It'll help me out. It's just an affiliate link, honestly, and it gives you the same discount as like all the rest, low key. Like, it's just the best discount on the site, right? And yeah, if you want to help me out, bro, you could use that shit. But yeah, also I would recommend you wait till after presidential elections. But I low key might talk more about that, I think, in the video. But yeah. So yeah, sorry about that camera, but I'm about to get into this video, bro, and show you the whole process. Alright, so basically we're about to go on the dashboard real quick to show you how to take out the reward. So 4.15% is the profit I made. I could have scrolled lower, but this is like pre-recorded, so I didn't even know if I was going to post it. But yeah, you can see all your stats and all the trades you've taken. It's actually a nice dashboard. But then you got to click on the rewards. I don't know what I was doing here, bro, but anyways, yeah. So you click on the rewards, and then you go request payout, and you click your account. So basically I have a one-step account. It's low-key good. You only need 10% profit target, so it's kind of nice. You take out your amount, and obviously I would suggest you take out the full amount, but like, I know if you're a future trader like me, like a lot of times you'll leave a buffer, but there's like a larger buffer on these type of accounts. It's like 6% or maybe even 8%. So it's kind of chill, but I basically wanted to make this video. So $1,036 USD. You choose your payment method, which I chose Rise, which is basically just a bank transfer. You check off all those boxes, and then it'll show you the profit split. 80% profit split on the one-step and three-step. On the two-step, I think you could choose between 60, 80, and 100, but it depends the frequency. On the one-step, you can take it out every week on Tuesday, yeah. So that's good. So anyway, status requested. I'll show you the email they'll send you after, and then if you get approved, which you should if you don't break any rules, you'll get the payout, and I'll show you that later. All right, basically now I'm live on this shit, so y'all could see what's actually going on and what all the emails are that you get when you get a reward. So basically the first one you get, reward requested. I'm pretty sure that's it. Boom, reward requested, it shows. Yeah, boom, email. Nothing really information in this. This doesn't mean you got accepted, right? This is just the one you get off rip right when you request it. Then boom, this is just me creating my account, whatever this bullshit. Reward process, okay, this is where you got it. It's like approved, everything is good. You'll get your payout, basically, is what it's saying. And I'll show you, I pulled this shit up. Boom, you get the, I guess, certificate or whatever the hell this is. And it should be chill. You just, if you all want to prove that I did it, just scan the QR, but I think I showed enough, honestly. Then I'll show this. This is what it shows. Status, it says process instead of what it said before, like pending or something. And then boom, this is where you get the certificate, but I already have it pulled up. Then after that, there's really not much else. Like, there's just some, you have to sign some agreements and everything like that, but I'm not going to show all that shit because it's like, I guess, personal, or I don't even know if I'm allowed to show all this. But that is nothing like, it does nothing like, it's like everyone gets it. It's not case by case. So you just got paid on Rise. Boom. That's just 818. That's the balance that I got paid from funding pips, and that's in USD. I'm about to show you real quick what like it looks like on Rise and you like requesting the payout into your bank account real quick. But I might have to blur shit out. I don't even know. All right, so basically this is the Rise account, and this is what you got to do. I gotta blur hella shit out. That account number blurred. Some other bullshit blurred, because just in case, I don't want you guys to steal my shit. I don't even know how this shit works, but anyways, the conversion rate gives me 1.1k CAD. I actually got a bit more than that for some reason, but I think it's because of the conversion rate. Then you put in the security key password. That shit's gonna be blurred, and then it's processing, basically. So then I know on this clip, this shit just loads, and I'll just show you a screenshot, I guess, of what it looks like right after it gets processed. All right, so basically I'm about to go over the 3 trades that I took while I was in the funded stage to basically get this payout. And then I might go over also some trades that I took while I was in the challenge phase, just to show you. But I don't, right now I'm gonna show these 3 trades first. And let's see. So the first one was actually a loss, and I'll be transparent about it, obviously, and I'll show you guys why I took it. So basically, liquidity got swept. I didn't mark it out because I didn't know I was going to do this video, but basically liquidity got swept. Then we get a displacement above this breaker, right? And then a retrace into a fair value gap, which is above the breaker. I always enter at the constant encroachment of that fair value gap if I'm entering off a fair value gap. And then I put my stop at the midpoint between the open of the second candle and the bottom of the first candle. Unless there's a wick on the second that's past that point, then I'll respect that and I'll move my stop lower. This is just to be safe, just because if you're going to put it only based off the second candle, then you have the stop super close to where you entered and then you get ticked and then it goes in your favor and then you got stopped out. That's why I want to prevent that, right? So, or you could be even safer and then put it even lower under the first one. But that's how I do it. And usually if there's a breaker, I'll put it under that, but then the stop would literally be like less than a 1-to-1 if I did that because the breaker's like here. But yeah, again, I shouldn't have took this trade in the first place. And that's not only because I lost. The reason why I shouldn't have is because I'm entering above the equilibrium of this move, right? So the price already reached into a premium, and then it tapped liquidity. Basically, it tapped the fair value gap that I'm hoping that, well, it'll go at least to this point, right, to take out liquidity. But no, it ended up not doing that. And I was kind of too greedy. This is not an A+ setup at all. So I shouldn't have took it. Definitely not as the first trade in when you pass, right? You should definitely take only A+ setups. But yeah, that's why I took the trade, basically. But then second trade we got is a W, right? And as you can see, this is literally like 10 minutes after, and we're finally in the macro. So I was confident to take this trade. Usually I wouldn't really want to take back to back just in case you lose two. So like you lost 2% in like 5 minutes, not even like. But anyways, I took it basically because I was in a macro and it was a perfect setup. So liquidity gets swept at this low here. Boom, we got a breaker here, like a move displacement above this breaker and a retrace into this fair value gap above the breaker. And then stops below this breaker, which I usually do, and I'm glad I did because as you can see this here. And we see what happens. So basically it reaches constant encroachment. It bounces up a little bit, right? That's why you put it there, just in case that is enough for the fuel to reach your TP or reach the other side of liquidity. But basically, boom, we get a little move and then it goes down all the way to this breaker. It uses this breaker as the boost. If it goes lower than this point and it breaks, then my idea was wrong, right? So that's why you basically put your stop where your idea would get violated. So boom, retrace into this breaker. And why I was still confident to hold this trade was because price closed above the midway point of this breaker. This is not a technical analysis video per se. It's mostly a payout video. But I basically want to explain. I just basically wanted to say that just so you guys know my thought process going into this trade. So boom, closed here, and then we get like immediately after we get the boost from the breaker, and we get a 1 minute candle that basically it doesn't engulf it, but it's basically almost reaches back where it was after that 1 minute. So I'm confident, bro. We have speed and movement back in the direction that I want. So then I put this line here. I usually take some of these lines out when I trade, but this, I guess, is good for you guys because you could see it. Basically, we reach up into here. I was kind of nervous because, boom, right? We don't like break past this high, but we see it creates what will be an order block. And finally, we get to move up into it. But before that, we get a retrace into the order block. And again, why am I still confident in holding this trade? Because price doesn't close below the constant encroachment of this order block. So that's how you know we're still in a bullish like trend or a bullish direction of the market right now. So boom, that's what happens, and it closes up here, and then we get boom, great displacement to take my TP basically. And right after it hits my TP, we get a move down. That's what usually happens because there's liquidity here, so that's what usually happens. But then it continues up. It could have very well like reversed. That's why I'm not greedy, right? I'm not like, okay, I wish I held it longer, because I know what I'm doing. It could have reversed here, right? So be happy if you get profits, right? Don't be thinking, oh, what if I did more? Because then next time you're gonna be too greedy and you're gonna take an L. So yeah, next trade. A few days later, so boom, liquidity gets taken out to the downside right here. Then basically same thing, a displacement above this breaker block or swing high, I guess, and then a retrace into this breaker and the fair value gap at constant encroachment here. I'll enter, and then my stop will be under this breaker. So basically it does that, boom, hits constant encroachment, and then we get a little bit of consolidation, I guess, but it's like only 4 minutes, right? So you shouldn't be, it's not that deep. And again, it doesn't close below the midway point of this breaker. So you know that price could still be bullish, right? And then right after that, it explodes, it like closes above this high. I'm confident. Boom, we get a little candle down, right? Whatever. And then we get continued movement up, and then a retrace into this fair value gap, and I guess the top of this order block here. Then it consolidates a bit, which is why I was kind of like, I put this marker here because this is where lunch starts, right? And I was like, bro, I don't want to be in a trade in lunch because you don't know what could happen. But now I trade until 1 actually, or like I don't enter after 12:30, but I keep my positions at least till 1. And yeah, so we get eventually at 12, we hit our TP here. So that's basically how we passed the account. And basically 2 trades that are a bit under 3% and then a loss of like 1%. That's how we get, oh, how did that even, oh yeah, that adds up. Okay, because we got 4.15% gain on the account. That's how we ended it. So yeah, basically now I'm gonna decide to show you guys some of the trades I took while I was in the challenge phase. As you can see, this is literally my whole September log, but I didn't take all these trades while I was in this challenge, right? I trade other things and other accounts, not other things, right? I still trade NAS basically most of the time. These 2 trades were on the account because finally I could trade, like, I'm not on it. What is it called? I'm not on futures, so I could trade like pairs, but I'm not doing that shit anymore. That's not me, right? They're the same setups, but I trade basically NAS, and you could trade any pair basically on the same thing. But yeah, we'll see. So basically the first trade here that I took, not the first trade I took, but one of the trades that I have saved, I don't have them all saved, is basically liquidity sweep into a fair value gap, enter at the consequent encroachment, and target at the lows here. And then that's how TP, that was simple TP. But bro, price action in October is not the same. I would definitely wait for a swing low to get taken out and then a retrace into the breaker and the fair value gap, because October before elections, bro, especially the second half of October, bro, it's not good for these. It's like, obviously it's like not that bad, you still make profits, right? But like, it's not as simple as September and the other months, but should get back to normal after the election. And I definitely, if I was new to trading, I would definitely wait till after the election. It's really soon at this point. It's like November 4th or 5th. But yeah, so that's the idea behind that one. And then my biggest trade in a while is this 4.73%, bro, almost 5% trade, which is crazy. But yeah, so same idea. Liquidity sweep, displacement of below this low, retrace into the breaker and into this fair value gap, enter a consequent encroachment. The stops, as I described before, the same type of stops. Boom, targeting this low is in the macro as well, so I could be like confident to target lower targets. Boom, hits the TP and then reverses, bro. Perfect, bro. This is like the perfectest execution you could take. Like, okay, not like, bro, there's probably other shit, but like, anyways, it's basically the perfect execution, right? This is what the strategy is basically meant for, right? And then the last trade basically that passed me the account, or almost passed me the account, was this liquidity sweep, displacement of below this low, trade into this fair value gap and this breaker again. It's kind of a weird type of breaker, but like it's basically a low here, and like you don't really need a breaker. It's basically displaced below this low and trade into this constant encroachment of the fair value gap, and then the stops like I described before, and a target here at these lows. Again, this is in macro, so I'm confident to target these lows here. I ended up actually going lower, but like you could, if you're not in a macro and you really don't want to lose and you want to be certain, you could put this inverse fair value gap, get the consequent encroachment of that, right? And then that'll hit that like right here probably, and then you get a little retrace. It could have reversed, let's say, and then you would have been like, okay, good thing I entered here, right? But, and it's because it's below equilibrium of this move up. But I basically waited because it was in a macro, and then it hit my TP. And I'm happy, obviously, about that trade. It was basically a 4%. So these are big trades that I took here. We ended the month 13.7%, only starting trading in September 11th. So that was obviously a crazy month, and I could have made more if I didn't do these stupid mistakes that I did here, bro. Which is, we're not gonna talk about that shitty ass trades, bro. I should never risk 2.25%. It's like crazy. But anyways, the rest of this was textbook mostly. And yeah, so from September 11th to September 30th, 13.7% basically. A lot of profits, right? October has been definitely slower, but I did pass my challenge in October. But anyways, yeah, if I was you guys, bro, I'd wait for the elections, bro, to trade more. Unless you're obviously like, do what you want, bro. I'm not your dad, but like, if you wanna like have high probability trades, wait for the election. And if you want to use funded pips, I would recommend it because, bro, payout smooth and as described is basically the main thing. There's no some bullshit. If you pass the account and you don't violate the rules, and check the FAQs, because the only rule that you would kind of maybe be like should worry about is the news rule, right? So 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after a major news event, which is red folder, and you could check that on Forex Factory, right? You just check the red folder news, and basically for USD if you're trading USD pairs, and if you're trading other pairs or anything else, I guess, watch out for those red folder news events. But other than that, bro, everything is very straightforward. You just pass the account and you just trade and get your payout. Perfect. On the one-step account, it's Tuesday payday, I guess. That's what they call it. So you could literally get a request every week if you wanted to, and if you could do it. But I wouldn't rush anything. Like, especially if you get funded, bro, take an A+ setup as your first trade. Trust me, bro, so you don't become nervous, especially if it's your first ever funded account. You want to get your payout to get basically your return on investment and definitely more. And then you could be basically risk-free on this challenge, and you could just keep accumulating payouts. But yeah, if you want to use my link, like, it'll obviously help me, right? I'm not trying to be like to say something. I'm obviously not sponsored, but it's an affiliate link. It's in my bio. You get in my description, I guess that's what they call it. You get like a discount. You get obviously the best discount, but like it's not like a unique one. There's other traders that have the same one. It's basically just an affiliate link. So if you want to help me and get the challenge, might as well use it, right? You get the discount. But yeah, so anyways, if y'all got any questions or some shit, like, ask it in the comments. I'll definitely answer all of them, because I'll probably get like 0 or 1 or 2 comments, bro. But yeah, so basically that's it, bro. And I don't even know how to end this shit, because I'm not a YouTuber, bro. I'm just a trader and shit. But yeah, if y'all want to see other videos that are gonna be like bigger payouts, because this is obviously just a 25K account, but they're mostly going to be futures. It's literally the same thing. It's just, if you don't know, it's like indices is basically not like NASDAQ, and S&P is basically NQ and ES. They move the same. But yeah, so if y'all want to see other videos like payouts and shit, they might come up. I don't even know if I'm going to continue this shit, but yeah, bigger payouts, I guess, like other trading videos, market recaps, all this other bullshit I might post. But yeah, so yeah, would I recommend? Yes, bro. But obviously do it at your own risk. I would suggest to be profitable before you buy one. Of course, like, I would say in demo at least, bro, like, at least become profitable in demo before you buy a funded account. But if you're at that point, you could use my link to get a discount and to help me out. But anyways, boys, I'm gonna see you guys maybe in my next video or some shit. I don't even know, bro. But yeah, so if you found it good, I guess, like, I don't even know why I would say this shit, but like, I guess, fuck, I don't know, bro, but peace.